If you're out there looking for a data job and you're saying, I can't do it, I can't find a job, listen up, I got the solution. Friends, I spend an embarrassing amount of time on LinkedIn and on other social media platforms listening to people complain about their struggles in the job market. And I'm sympathetic, I am. It's tough out there. And a lot of people are looking for answers, and hopefully this video can provide you with a couple. A lot of what I hear is, I can't find a job, or I can't find someone willing to give me a chance, or I can't get a break. If we break that down into the component elements, I cannot find a job. When you say cannot, that means you lack the capability. And that breaks down into one of two ways. Either number one, you personally are incapable. Like you either lack the skills to get a job, or something external to you is keeping you down. So the man is keeping you down, the system, the rules, the whatever. Generally what you hear is, oh, it's the market, it's the ATS, it's this, it's that. There's a reason why I am fully qualified, but I can't get there. Let's put a pin in that. I'm not going to refute that right away, but we'll circle back here in a second. I will tell you that 9 times out of 10, when I just happen upon someone that's being negative out there, that's saying can't do it, can't get there, can't find a break, it takes me 5 minutes or less of looking at their profile, just sheer morbid curiosity. And I look at the things that they put out into public. I call it the public face. Your public facing elements, nodes. If you post your resume, your LinkedIn profile generally is open. That's how I see their content. Anything else like a public portfolio, a project portfolio, all of these public facing nodes, whatever you've got out there for people to view, I can almost always tell within a few minutes, don't even have to talk to you, why you're struggling and why you can't find a job. If that fails, if I happen to connect with the person, usually it's about 5 minutes of talking to them, because if a person looks technically qualified, generally within the course of a cursory conversation, you can pretty much pinpoint, hey, this person is kind of a jerk. This person is wildly arrogant, thinks they know everything. Or you talk to them and it's like, hey, you can't string a complete sentence together. Or whatever the issue is, it's a communication issue. Anytime somebody says, hey, I've had 30 interviews and I just can't find that perfect situation. Really? Is that the problem? But let's put that aside for right now. Almost always, 5 minutes. The resume is hot garbage. The LinkedIn profile looks like chewed oatmeal. There's whole elements missing from it. They have 76 people connections in their network. Their only content is their please help me green banner post that they fired off, 6 months ago when they hit the job market. What I'm here to tell you is the job market is not broken. It is not crazy. Allow me to suggest to you that the picture of a qualified and competitive candidate is different now than it was 5, 10, 15 years ago. I think you ask any expert in the space, and I'm not calling myself an expert, but just ask people that are in hiring and recruiting, and they will tell you the game has changed. The picture is different. A qualified candidate looks different now than they did 5 or 10 years ago. You can't just fire off a cool resume over and over and expect it to hit. It's just not like that anymore. And so when I start talking to people about what that picture looks like, the kind of person, the kind of candidate you need to be, the actions you need to do, and the places where you need to put your energy, suddenly the tone changes. What I get instead of I can't get a job, or I can't get a break, or I can't get an interview, is I'm not really into social media. when I say, hey, your LinkedIn profile's kind of terrible. When I say your resume is suffering a little bit, they say, I won't pay for a resume. And when I tell them, hey, your network's kind of weak, you might want to meet some people that could help you out, they say, I don't want to be one of those aggressive networkers. Examine the tonal shift there. The I can't has become I'm not, I won't, or I don't. So when you look at that, I'm not, I am not, I choose to define myself as a person who doesn't use the tools required to be competitive in the market. I choose to define myself as that picture of a person that's still trying to get a job like it's 2006. When you say, I won't pay for a resume, I won't create content, I will not. Now it's not I cannot, now it's I will not. I choose not to. I know that this can make a difference, but I choose not to do it. Why? Reasons. And then the last and worst one. I don't want to be one of those aggressive networks. I don't want to. Because of my selfish desires, my laziness, my panicked need to stay in that comfort zone, I'm going to choose not to do what I need to do to get a job. Why? Because excuses are just comfortable. So if you're stuck in a place where you're saying, I can't, break that down for me and see if that doesn't immediately turn into, I choose not to. And with that, my friends, Semper Fidelis, and I'll talk to you later.